So, I remembered that I have a pinball game of Star Trek. Now, this is going to easily be the best Star Trek game I have. That's sad to say. It's a pinball emulator. Star Trek The Next Generation.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Yes! Light lock.
Enterprise. The Borg have entered Federation space.
Oh my god, the berg. The berg. I must go and killing the Borg. The berg.
Yeah, you saying that, I don't understand what you're on about because, funny enough, as I said before, I don't watch Star Trek.
Sounds Swedish.
The Borg,
Enemies.
Yes.
they're a race of assimilation, so
Yes.
go to anybody's planet,
Shit.
kidnap people, and then turn them into, like,
Borg.
economic robots.
So basically they inject you with nanobots and they take over your face and your blood starts going black where it's filled with all these robots. And yeah, as you get sort of, yeah, you basically become one of them because then you lose all of your own personality and you just become basically a unit. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So you basically become a mindless unit and basically,
So it's like the,
yeah,
it's like a lot of the people that I work with then.
yes. It's exactly like Waitrose, yes. Sorry, did I name drop? Never mind. I left there so on bitter terms. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still there.
I offered you a way out. You said no.
Yeah, well, it's because it wasn't going to pay as well as
Fuck.
the other.
Wormhole. I've got wormhole total. Suck on my balls.
No.
Good luck. It's a whisper. Good luck. No.
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, come on, fucking go. I want a light holodeck.
Oh, I wonder what he was doing then.
Right, I'm gonna go to the shuttle simulation because it's fun. All right. Shuttle simulation. Traverse the maze. Pick up awards. Avoid mines. Here we go.
Oh, you. Yeah, that's what was confusing me. I was like,
Fuck,
what,
I hit the
what's
middle.
all that noise? Wah.
Yeah.
It's like, wah, wah. Oh.
Back to pinball. It's pretty cool. This is actually a really fun pinball game.
Well, one of my first games that I had on a PlayStation, like the original one, was actually a pinball game. Obviously, it was. I can't remember. This was.
Years ago!
It feels like it, but I can't remember what it was. Because that was at the point where I wasn't keeping all my games consoles. I was like, if I got bored, I'd sell it.
Right.
Now I don't do that. That's why I've got like 10 consoles just sitting either on the floor or wherever I could cram them in my bedroom.
Rory has a shelf.
Yes.
I would
Do you want
have
to play?
No, it's right. You keep going.
He has a wall of consoles.
I've got a
did my
wall of
best.
I've got a wall of games and films and stuff, but I can't get shelving yet because after losing my pet rats,
Yeah.
I ended up having to go in there to get a 75p bag of treats for a hamster that I was looking after. I ended up coming out with 2 more rats that I'd rehoused, so I haven't got the space to have a unit to put all my consoles in.
G-Unit.
But I did name them after the women out of Ghostbusters, the good Ghostbusters.
Janine.
Janine and Dana.
Nice.
And
Dodging the broom.
one of them had already she'd had surgery on her throat, so of course she was called Janine because Janine had the unusual voice in the film.
Yeah, the smoker's voice, wasn't it? She had?
So I was like, that's got to be the one that had the surgery on her throat.
Oh, you're so witty.
No, it's just I was like,
No.
I didn't know which
Oh,
one.
cute.
Like my
Who's
mum,
challenge?
my mum just said, "Oh, name them. Oh, why don't you name them Janine and Dana?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And then I thought, "Oh, that's the way it has to be," because obviously one of them's had a thing with her throat.
End of my ball bonus.
Ball boners?
Do you want to see my ball boners?
No.
dude. You know you'll see my ball bonus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
Mate, Romulans!
Oh no, not the
Dirty
Romulans.
green bastards. Oh.
I've heard of the
I'm
Romulans.
dead once again.
But that could be from anything.
That might. Have you watched the newer films?
Oh
the
yeah.
remake? Yeah, the Romulans were the ones in the first film
one. Yeah.
that blew up Vulcan. Except they weren't really Romulans, and they didn't really work like Romulans because they didn't look right and they
Sounds
didn't
like
act
someone
right.
doesn't like that film.
That film. The thing is, like, most people are angry with the destruction of Vulcan in that film. I actually thought that was a good idea. It was actually not that pissed me off. It was the fact that the Romulans didn't act at all like Romulans. They were completely... Yeah, it was completely unrelated to what Romulans are supposed to be like. That being said, the idea of Romulus being destroyed is quite interesting. If I end up getting to write the new series, get writing based on a new series, then I know what I would do with that immediately.
Yeah.
Make them a much harder villain, which would mean you'd have to redesign your Starfleet ships. That would be cool. So you'd have to introduce a new line, because basically you'd have them as the old, because they're basically connected to Vulcans, who are extremely logical. You'd basically have them as the world's best, like the universe's best hackers. So they would be sort of on a, and because they've got no home planet, they're sort of like technical pirates.
Yeah.
But they sort of use that to their advantage to annex other people's planets.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. And then obviously if you try and fight against them, they just hack your ship to basically self-destruct.
Yeah.
You'd have to put everything back onto sort of old-style winches and stuff like that. Like the new Enterprise or whatever ship you call it would have to be... Oh, fuck off. Would have to be a lot more manual.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to have like sort of the sleek finishes that they had on what they ended up with on Next Generation and Voyager.
Yeah.
Because
Would it look more
the sleek,
like...
you'd have to have manual overrides, but like actual like levers and shit on the wall.
Yeah.
So that if you started getting hacked, you just have to eject, like you'd have a manual ejection system
So
on
it
everything.
would look like something from the Alien universe.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it a
80s
bit more
style.
industrial.
Yeah.
You know, you could like you'd have to like basically specify that the living quarters could be more smooth and a bit more like what Star Trek looks like later, like in sort of the more recent verse.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'd have to go back to basics because all of the upgrades in technology is actually the thing that would destroy them.
Yeah.
Fighting Romulans on that level.
Yeah, it needs to be more mechanical.
Yeah. And I think that's something that would be good as well, because like you don't want the designs to get too slick and smooth, because then you end up with the problem that they had on Next Gen and Voyager and things like that, where all the solutions have to sound like bullshittery. Where it's like, well, I've just reconfigured the inertial dampeners with the, and it's like, no, can you speak English?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's
like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. But they'd always come up with a, you know, yeah. I'm not against that sort of technology and knowledge being put in there, but if you want it to be sort of more accessible, people understand manual overrides more than they understand digital ones.
Hmm.
Is that Admiral Doughty? Is that Admiral Doughty? Kickback! Oh, I lost my kickback bonus.
Does that mean I get a kick here?
You get to
Good
kick
luck.
him in the bonus.
Oh, wait, I'll get an extra go.
Oh, no.
Do you want to...
You have the extra go, I'll go after.
I'm a launch a probe.
I need to know what the buttons are.
So X, sorry, is basically
Paddles?
purpose discovery.
No.
Left and right trigger is your paddles.
Right. That's pretty much all I need to know.
Button jump.
Let's play a little game. Q, we don't have time for your game.
We don't have time for your games.
That's the best you can do. That was too easy.
Fuck Q. to get it. No. That's really smart. But I want multi-ball.
So it's Star Trek next week, and in
In the UK, yeah, the Destination Trek. Now I'm gonna have a photo with William Shatner.
Yeah, Rory's paid for his photo with William Shatner. I'm just wondering what it's like for the Q&A
Tech.
sessions. Though. Do you have to have one of the elite tickets to get into that?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
We'll find out when we get there, but
What it would be like
can't
whether
afford the
you'd be
elite
able to
tickets.
ask-
Mm.
Whether you'd be able to ask about whether they'd be interested in taking part in your site.
I don't think they would be, because it's too low budget, and I don't actually have the budget confirmed yet. So, but maybe when I get a budget. But it depends on
Oh no, there's a bit of
triggers.
yeah.
But yeah, the script. I want to get the script done. Maybe hand it out to a few people who might be interested in participating or helping show it around, which might help get it wider viewing. But I'm sure they've got 1,000,001 people going up there going,
Whoa.
"Hey, I've written you a script." So
To write in something very stripped down, a summary,
yeah.
rather than giving a script out because it's just written there for them to steal it, isn't it?
Well, they wouldn't steal it.
They might steal your ideas.
I don't think William Shatner's stealing anything from me. He's a lovely man. That's true.
And nobody wants to sit and read a whole script anyway.
Oh no,
That's true. Yeah.
I'm not doing good.
No, I wasn't doing very good.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the paddles, but there's that tiny bit of delay.
Enterprise, the board have entered Federation space. Intercept immediately. Admiral Biaggi.
Yeah, Admiral Doughty. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
No.
Okay, I just want to add something that's quite interesting about it being Admiral Doughty specifically. This arcade machine was made, I think, in the late 80s, maybe the early 90s. And Admiral Doughty was an older bearded man in Star Trek Insurrection, the film that was made at the very late 90s.
Which one was Insurrection?
Insurrection was the one where they found the planet that made them younger again.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically they find a planet that makes them younger, and there's a Starfleet admiral who wants to use the planet to sort of basically it's inside of a patch, which is hard to get to. But if he somehow collects the stuff he needs and then explodes it in some weird fashion, he's going to move the people that live there off, and then basically blow it all up so that all of the particles will spread across the Federation space, so that everyone can live longer and be more youthful. So yeah, he's a bit of a nutter.
What a dick!
What a dick. So yeah, basically.
How many times are we gonna get this?
Well, you kept selecting to launch a probe, so that's why that happens.
You're a probe.
Mum's a probe.
Eh,
Inappropriate.
God damn it.
I just thought, it's terrible. You're supposed to
You were
support
talking
me.
us about Admiral Doughty.
Yeah, so yeah, Admiral Doughty is the admiral who's doing that.
Oops.
And
Too much more.
it's very weird that Admiral Doughty is in this, since this arcade board is a remake of a board that predates his entrance into the series. Even the actor, but it looks like the actor, so either they've added that in this version just for sort of nod back, or they based the name and everything of Admiral Doughty on what was in this game, which seems less likely. But it's possible. Star Trek does tend to do that. I don't really know.
I don't know. 'Cause I
Admiral
don't watch
Doughty
Star
was
Trek.
you remember him. He ends up with getting his face stretched until he dies. No, he gets his face stretched to death. Yeah, stretching people's faces to death is not good, kids. Don't do it, kids. Don't have your
look
face
at that.
stretched to death.
All I've got in my head, because I haven't got the image of that, I've just got Total Recall where his face explodes.
Oh, and Mars.
What's weird about that actually is that it's both right and wrong.
Yeah, no, we know about this.
I've never mentioned it on I've never mentioned it on here. It would, but yeah.
No.
So basically, the way the state he was. No, that's ridiculous. But there's a certain level of it where you would puff up. Nowhere near to that extreme, and your eyeballs wouldn't suddenly bulge out their sockets and then retract in when oxygen appears. But the idea is that you would puff up, and the reason being that command decision.
Because your blood would boil inside you.
It's not your blood.
No?
No. What it is, yeah, you would boil to death in space before you would suffocate or freeze, because of the fact that there is zero pressure. And when you go up a mountain,
Is there any kind of atmosphere?
there's none. On Mars there is, yeah. Yeah, I know, but it's a very small amount of pressure. It's but yeah, even then you're right. There is an atmosphere on Mars, a very weak one, but it's there. No, but yeah, it's not the oxygen that stops you from your water from boiling. But bear in mind that your body is over 80% or 90% water. When all of that water is suddenly, do you want to play? No. When all of that,
I'm here just for commentary.
locating balls. Please wait.
Found them.
Oh, it does this every now and then.
Turns all the lights off.
Yeah.
Your money ran out.
Oh, Mr.
It
Wage.
just does this. What?
That's a bit strange.
I don't know.
It's crashed.
It does seem to, but it seems to be programmed in that it does that. Unless it's just doing that to show me the leaderboard.
Looks like it.
We'll see if it comes back.
Press start.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Cool. Right, so, launching the probe. But basically, the, yeah, so the idea is like, if you boil water at sea level, it has to take to about 100 degrees C before it will boil. It's about 30 degrees, so you can boil water and drink it straight away. But when you're in space, where there's zero pressure, it boils instantly. So when you, if you're exposed to space, the 80 to 90% of water that your body is full of suddenly all boils in an instant. So you end up boiling to death before anything else.
Here's another chance.
Yeah, so it's
It's a good way to eat people.
and they know you can survive it for 7 seconds as well. They've found that out. You can survive complete exposure to space for 7 seconds and be all right afterwards.
Missed it. It eat people because it boiled. Chicken.
Chicken. Enterprise.
I don't think I'd want to eat people.
You won't even eat pigs. You're
Nope.
weird.
I like pigs.
Yeah. You're weird not wanting to eat animals.
You can talk.
Fucking vegetarian.
Hey, I'm not vegan. Let's not get too crazy.
No one called you a vegan.
Yeah, good. Don't ever call me vegan.
Vegan?
It's an insult.
Fucking what?
What?
What you think I am, crazy?
Yes.
No, it's crazy. It's a vegan.
That's crazy, it's vegan.
It's crazy in your own special
Suck
way.
on my balls. I like the music.
Just stop.
I can sing Suck on my balls if I want.
Stop with the balls, man.
But I'm playing with my balls. So, was that glorious for you, Kurt? It's actually the most fun game. Was that more fun then?
Oh yeah.
It was a lot more fun,
I
wasn't it?
could nearly control it. The other one was sort of like just. I gotta go there, so it'll put me over here.
Yes. This makes more sense than
Yeah.
that game. We didn't get to hear him say, "All hands prepare for multi-ball," which is my favourite statement by Patrick Stewart ever. I might ask him if I ever see him. Just say, "Can you say all hands prepare for
We'll see it
multi-ball?"
from a very far distance.
I don't think he's gonna be there
Next
actually.
Sunday.
I don't know if he's there next Sunday.
Oh, I'm working next Sunday.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a check.
He must be there. If William Shatner can make it.
Yeah, well,
that Stew can make
yeah,
it.
but it depends if he's got other things he's doing.
Like dealing with
He
them.
can't- he's not just gonna go. Sorry, I know you've paid for me to be in your movie, but I'm going to fuck off for a day. And
But what if he's dealing with them things that are killing his motherfucking?
oh, the lilies.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are gonna kill all my lilies!
That's a line from Extras, isn't it?
No, it's a line of his from an American small film. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It
yeah.
wasn't dreadful.
No, it was alright
what
film.
it?
Was that
Ah.
what he did to pay for his.
No. You're thinking of. Wasn't quite Birdemic, was it? It was something similar to that.
Oh god.
Some shitty film.
One about swans?
I
No,
can't
swans. Was there one about
Or
swans?
was he shouting at swans that were going
Oh,
to
I can't-
No. He was shouting at things in the ground. Basically, he's an older guy with. Is he got dementia or something like that?
I don't think it's dementia.
He
It's like-
used to work for the CIA, and he suddenly starts thinking that there's a plot to by the CIA to against him or something like that. But yeah, he thinks there's moles under the ground trying to eat his lilies, so he just starts firing his gun into the soil. That's when he shouts it. He's like, "Oh, you motherfuckers are gonna eat more of my lilies!" Yeah.
I have it, and I can't remember what it's called.
It's called the Beaver Man.
I'll find out.
In the meantime, I'll put a clip on this anyway so you can see it. In the meantime, fun for Kurt, fun for me. Everyone thought this is the best Star Trek game ever made. At least as far as consoles are concerned.
It's a shame that is, isn't it?
It says a lot that a generic pinball game is better than every other game we've played. And we've played 4 other games. This is the 5th. So, and it was the last one, and thank God, because I needed something to pep me up after...
So yay, 50 years
Yay!
of Star Trek!
50 years of Star
Woo!
Trek!
Safe house.
Safe house.
Yes.
Safe house.
Most so.
Safe as houses. Except he shoots the ground. It's not so safe house. But, yeah. Hooray!
Alzheimer's.
You're
Give us
Alzheimer's.
a quote from it. Funniest quote.
That was it.
That is it. That is the funniest quote.
What kind of name is Andy for a girl, anyway?
It's short for Andrea. What kind of a name is Mace?
It's short for in your face.
And with that, goodbye.
Goodbye.